Welcome to day 3 of week 20, expanding communication to all life. Every week, we are making tremendous progress, and this particular week is taking us to another level. As before we started the chapter, Shelley, she mentioned that it's a university level class. So we have to do some more effort. We have to put some more effort from our end. We have to do our own exercise more rigorously. Read the chapter again and again. So the reminder goes again. Read the chapter again and again and ponder on the question Babaji left in the chapter. And we have got a beautiful gift. Love the last line that says, "Open yourself now to this wonderful world of creation. Expand your friendship." So this is what we will be ending up with this chapter practice. So to continue the practice today, I would like to welcome Jayaji. She's here very curiously. I can see her, and she's ready to share what she has got from the chapter. Welcome, Jayaji.
Thank you. Okay. Uh, so when I was reading it, there were so many things that were coming into mind. So just be patient. I have so many things to share. Um, Love is the basis of everything. It's like the bubbles in the ocean. Some are big, some are small, but actually they're all water. So we see different expressions of that single ingredient. Can you believe? Wow. Living and non living things are fundamentally made of this one and only ingredient, love. Like when we buy gold, it could be in the form of a chain, a bangle, earrings, ring, but they are actually gold in different forms. So everything we see is a simple and unique expression of love, whether it is animals, plants, rivers, mountains, furniture around the house, trees, utensils. These are just few examples. All of them have two fundamental characteristics. The first one is they all have godly qualities. We are made from the same dough, from the same atta. So, however we look outside, it doesn't matter because we are made from the same dough. And the second thing is, everything is consciously connected to everything else, like the pearls of the necklace. Eh, When there's one pearl, it doesn't look beautiful, but when there's an entire necklace, it looks so lovely. Because we are connected, we create that energy, we create that vibration. So far, we have learned that we are made in the image of God. We have learned to easily assign those qualities to humans. We have learned to forgive. We have learned that life is for giving love. And we also understand our self acceptance as well as others' self acceptance. What a major achievement that is! It brings so much change. So today we broaden our horizons and we learn to assign these qualities to everything around us. And we can start with plants. Plants are just like us. They're full of love, light, abundance, joy, peace, and they are non judgmental. They allow you to be how you are. That is one beautiful quality. Of course, being a plant, it may not know its divinity as we do, but whether they know or they not, they are made from the same dough. They are whole, complete beings, like we are. Now, consciousness is a very big term. Sometimes it's difficult to understand, and we see it only from our viewpoint. So, we have five senses, and based on that, we comprehend everything. But it's just limited to these 5 senses. Consciousness is actually the awareness that comes from our initial creation. That yesterday, Nehaji said, consciousness is silence, presence, the energy around you. It's not just listening or speaking or seeing, which connected. Sometimes the presence of a parent, I'm not sitting by her side all the time, but whenever I came home, I was like, where's mama? So I wanted her by my side. So communication, it may not be I'm talking to her, it may not be we're doing something together, but I know she's there. That would bring that comfort. So at times the plant just requires that. Just be there for me. Everyone and everything is created of love, in love, with love, by love, for love. So that is just something to be understood. You just have to be aware about it. That is my true nature. And it's the nature of everything around me. Now, when we had Ganpati, all the Ganpati made were by the vision of the artist, but they're all clay. So the tattva, the essence or the dough is made of the same thing. We look different, we behave different, but we have the same characteristics. To be fully conscious is just to be fully aware. Now, the mother can do a lot of work around the house, but when you have a newborn baby and the baby is sleeping in the room, my constant attention was, oh, maybe the baby is going to get up, or maybe it's just that awareness that you require. Or like when you are newly engaged or newly married, you're doing everything around the house, but your thinking is that what is he doing, what is happening. It's just that awareness. So normally we only think about ourselves, and that is what limits our belief. Once we are connected to everything else, that is consciousness in God's creation. We are actually all one. Our abilities to communicate with everything have developed. So this week, we are here to sharpen our awareness. When I was in year 10, they had asked us to write an essay from the viewpoint of a horse. Write an essay from the viewpoint of a pencil. And at that time, to be able to write the essay, you have to connect to the animal or to the thing to write from their perspective. And we have already done that so many times, but we were just unaware of it. So today, go to your garden, to a park, or to the countryside. Choose a plant that's still alive. Sit quietly next to it, or focus on the plant through the center of your heart and feel the love. Let your love envelop the plant. So, my sister adopted a child who had Down syndrome. And I told her, I was like, the child cannot understand what you're going to say. She is like, don't worry, I'll envelope him in my love. Love is the answer. Love is something everyone understands. And it's been 10 years, but he feels so secure. He feels so. That's how you feel when you realize that we are all one. You feel connected, you feel that sense of security, you feel loved. So now, think of some God qualities and claim them for yourself. Then link yourself to the plant. realize that we are both connected. We are both love and light, peace and power, joy and bliss. Feel the current going to and fro. Then, after some time, ask, my dear one, tell me, how can I make you more comfortable? And sit back and listen. Like when we are in a theater, we don't go up on the stage and jump around, or we don't talk on the mic. We watch the movie in silence. Then we can enjoy the movie. So when you sit back, you can actually hear what is ahead. Since it's your quiet period, make sure close your aura, clear your aura, receive the signal from a higher self, and you will be guided. Now, your higher self will help you to communicate with the plant. The plant might tell you about their family, the fortunes, the hardships, whatever it wants to tell you. And then ask, is that all? Do I have something more? Did I understand? Was it accurate? Ask your higher self through yes and no signal. When I was small, we had a Mogreka plant. Jasmine, is it? I don't know what flower it is. Yeah. And so we would travel once in 2 years to India. And when we came back, the flower would be completely wilted. And the day my mom comes back, she talks to the flower and is like, you know what? I'm back. And in a couple of days, the flowers used to bloom again. And she used to tell me, see, they know I've come back. And I thought, what is Mama saying? But that was actually the flower, the plant felt the presence back. It's like, yay, Mama is back home. After you complete this exercise, do what the plant requires you to do. Maybe it is to give it more water or some plant food or put it in sunlight. And now recite an appropriate creating formula. Manifest your formula in the present tense. That is very important. If you say it in the future, it won't happen. If you say it in the past, it has to be in the present. Do this daily for a week. This exercise will strengthen your connection to everything around you. This will help you open up your communication with everything else. So when we have a radio, we tune into that frequency to hear the music that you want. So each and everything has a frequency. All you need to do is tune into that, and you will feel the vibration, you will feel the energy. Also, like when you see a electric pole and one person touches it, then whoever touches that first person will also get the current. So here, Salish sir, Preeti ji have the current and they're passing it on to us. And that vibration is beautiful. So now it's our turn to spread that vibration, that energy. Since we started this 20th week, I have communicated more with my pet, and I see her smile every night when I say goodnight to her. And I take her more often for a walk because she said that I need more time from you, is what I understood. So whenever I go for a walk, you can see her tail is wagging, and it's so excited that I'm taking her for a walk. After this week, you can start communicating with everything around you. That includes animals and non-living things. Open yourself to new friendships in this wonderful journey of God's creation. As we appreciate things around us, we can feel the connection. If there is flow, there will be glow. Also, as you align yourself more, telepathy works faster because the line is not engaged. So when we are on a call, somebody else cannot communicate with us. And when the line is clear, the person can communicate. So when our line is clear, when we sit in our quiet period and there is silence, the communication is much faster. When I was here, there was somebody in our family who was very strict, and they would comment on everything I did. And somebody told me that you send him blessings and you send him love, and you will see the change. You are going there back after a month. Believe me, there is a change. And every day, throughout the day, whenever I had a thought, I would send him love and blessings. And this must have been maybe 15 years ago. And when I went there, they were a complete different person. It was like the old person who I had met was not the same person anymore. So we have done this before, but we haven't actually acknowledged it. We weren't aware of it. Also, beautifully, when we were young, they told us that when you're sleeping, ask yourself in the morning, how was your sleep? So sometimes you say, oh, it was disturbed sleep. Oh, I slept very well. And I saw this dream. Who saw the dream? Your eyes were closed. Your body was not moving. That awareness, that consciousness is who you are. The one who saw the dream. Also, in the middle of the night, when the light is off, you want to wear your slippers to go to the bathroom. Your right leg knows that that's the right slipper, and your left leg knows. But your eyes cannot see. But your body immediately reacts to that. Or if a mosquito is biting you, your brain tells the hand hits the mosquito. You are aware. Who does that? Who is watching? Who is the observer? So consciousness is not something to worry about, but it's just to be aware that everything is made out of love. Consciousness exists beyond my senses, beyond the mind. They say, no, aad sach, jugad sach, hai bhi sach, nanak hosi bhi sach. From eons, it has been the truth. It is the truth. It will always be the truth. So we come in different forms. Everything around us is a different form, but at the end of the day, we are all consciousness. It's just to feel. And that is my summary.
So nice, so wonderful. I'm sure everybody would have enjoyed. I mean, so many beautiful examples, and naturally we have been living. That is what you brought so easily. Yet the example of your slipper, see that love finding itself. My feet are comfortable with slippers in the toilet, so I want to wear that. And nobody's telling, nobody is reminding, it's just there. And love that, you saw a mother saying that, okay, my child will wake up, do this way, do that way. Even sometimes we don't remember, we know that we are connected. That sleeping awareness is also there, not conscious also. But we know even sometimes something is about to happen to the kid. We know. So beautiful. I've loved your expression and thank you so much. Wonderful.
Thank you. You confirmed something that is written in the book, that in this course you are not going to learn anything new. You already know, but you are now connecting. Oh, okay, that's what this was, right? in your child, you are remembering from your days of childhood, from your school days, all that information sits with you, and now you are able to connect all of that. Well, okay, now you are beginning to realize that, oh, this is what my nature is, this is who I am, this is what this whole course is about, knowing who I am. So you expressed it so beautifully. I think everyone would have been able to relate to all the information you described today. And the understanding of that fundamental thing, the Ganesha statue you talked about, when you talked about it, I immediately felt that if there was this time was not there, if there was no time, think of Ganesha just appeared and then disappeared. So time is what gave us that. Oh, it came from the somebody took this element, that element, and put them together, gave it a shape, and so on, right? If there was, we don't think of time, then Ganesha appeared and Ganesha disappeared. Likewise, we all are that way as well. We just appear and then we disappear. This is expression, right? That which creates everything is expressing through this creation. Understanding this is so empowering when you understand this aspect. Well, okay, everything is just a creation, and it will someday, everything has to disappear. Forget about the time element, because that could happen. Something will disappear today, something will disappear tomorrow, maybe 1 million years later, whatever, right? That is all time. But if there is no time, then the entire, what we call as creation, the entire existence is a constant creation and destruction. It's a continuous process of creation and destruction. Things appear and disappear. Like we smile and then we become quiet, right? That smile appeared and then disappeared, right? This is how it is. But remember, like if you are seeing your favorite actor performing in a movie, you see that character being portrayed by that actor, but you also know that this is that one, right? This is Amitabh Bachchan. He is playing this character in this. And your association with the base character makes you feel good about that total presentation there, right? The artist, and you like that artist, that liking is included in this performance automatically without you knowing. So now think about it. When you are looking at me, look at that artist which is expressing through me, and that way that artist is a common artist expressing through everything around this existence. So we have to begin to associate with that artist actually, not the character being portrayed. Character could be a plant, could be your cell phone, could be your car, could be your relative, your family member, anything, right? But behind all that is that artist which is expressing itself, right? Like you gave the example of your sister adopting a Down syndrome child. Just think about it, right? That child is just an expression. But who is expressing through the child? That element, what we call as love. We are learning that, right? That is the recognition we have to come to. By default, we should connect to that artist behind. By default. So then everything in this existence will seem so much mine. That which is expressing through me is also expressing through everything else. That's how I can see myself everywhere. So this is that beautiful connection we are learning here. And your examples, every example relates to it. And once you finish your practice, after that I will talk about that one thing you said about what your pet is expecting of you, right? Everyone is looking for your time, right? The more time you're spending with your pet, the more your pet is feeling happy. The same thing some people may have felt that with their plants, with your children anyway, from their childhood that they always want your attention, right? And we relate in our head attention equal to time. Actually, that is not the case. But our definition is, oh, I have no time. So we will talk about it later, right? So there is a very big thing behind it. Why does this happen? It's a very important phenomenon. This creation is amazing. When you start looking at deeper things, these little things, you will be able to, oh my God, this is what it is trying to teach me. So lovely. Yeah. So thank you for this beautiful summary. We all learn every time each one of you masters present a summary. It's really good. Thank you. My music is ready, so whenever you want, we can start.
All right. So we are ready to sit in our quiet period today. Let us settle down, remove our glasses, drink some water if you need to, find a place where you are comfortable, dim the lights if you need to, and feel I am ready to expand my communication with all life forms. Close your eyes gently and take a few deep breaths. Let's give gratitude to our body. Let's start with the head and go on to the face. Include your eyes and your ears, your nose, your mouth, and your jaw. As you take a breath, focus on your throat, and your shoulders, and your arms, and your beautiful fingers. I am grateful for my heart, for all my digestive organs, to my genitals, to my legs, my feet, my soles, and my toes. I'm grateful that they all work together as one. Everything is created out of love, from love, with love, and in love. God created everything using the same ingredient, only love. Feel the love vibrate in every cell of your being. Every breath you take gives you acceptance, and every breath you release gives you a sense of let go. Let the music of life flow. Feel the space you are sitting on. And using your eyes from within, hear the minute sounds, the little movements around you. You can see in spite of your eyes being closed. You are the observer, the seer, the all-knowing intelligence. Pause, feel, and connect. God is love, flowing through the breeze like air. God is light, bright as the sun. God is peace, like the strong mountain. God is joy, like a little baby giggling away. And all those qualities are in me. God is abundance. God is limitless. God is non-judgmental. And kindness, and ever so beautiful. So am I. I send love and light to every cell in my being. I send love and light to everything around me. I send love and light to the powerful and patient earth, to the bright skies, to the immovable mountains, to the flowing rivers, to the animals, and to all things living and non-living. In love, there is no place for judgment. Let us close our aura as we sit to feel the love. To all uninvited influences, I send love and light. You are all whole and healed. You were created of love and light. You are still love and light. You each have a perfect place to be, where there is no fear and there is no pain. I ask my higher self to take you there. Each of you go in peace. I close my aura to all except my higher self. I am responsible for all my experiences. I am the creator of my script. Everyone and everything has come to play a role in my drama. I accept myself and everything around me. Life is forgiving love. I feel connected to my higher self and its guidance. I feel more aligned with my godly qualities and thoughts. I realize that my thoughts create my world. I am all-knowing intelligence. And now, I claim my true desires. I know how to correct my thoughts. I manifest my perfect health, and I feel the magical flow of love through me and through everything around me. I have the power to enliven and empower my heart. My higher self sends me a sweet, gentle sensation as a signal. I have become more aware of the signal. Today, let's expand our wisdom. Bring a plant in your mind, or a tree around your house, and start sending it love, and feel the love coming back to you. Notice how and why you chose this plant. It wanted your attention. It wanted to communicate with you. Now ask your higher self, help me. I wish to connect with this plant and I need your guidance. Pause, feel, and connect. All living things and non-living things speak this beautiful language of love. Love alone can change the world. Become aware of the vibrations of love. Just give all the godly qualities to the plant with the awareness that divinity is all around me. You are omnipresent. You are love, light, and peace, just like I am. You are perfectly made in the image of God. Build a sweet friendship with your plant and say aloud, I send you love, and I can feel your love. I can feel your smile, your dance, your joy. Feel the energy vibrate in the air. Send and receive with gratitude. I feel you. I hear you. Feel the plant resonate with you, and then ask, my dear, how can I make you more comfortable? Pause. And you will hear the reply. So beautiful is the connection between your being and everything around you. As you pause, you can feel the stillness, and the silence. And then you can connect with humans and plants and animals and all things around you. Feel the current run through your being. Then check with your higher self whether you have understood what the plant meant to say with a yes or no signal. Note down the connection that you receive, and now you can write a creating formula to strengthen this friendship experience between you and the plant. You can feel the love spread in the air around you. As you connect with yourself, you can recognize things around you. It's a beautiful feeling to express your love, to give and to receive. The whole world is made to give love to you and to accept your love. Now, we can actually understand what the plant wants us to do. The plant might be asking for water or extra sunlight, or it wants to be moved, or it just wants your affection. Say thanks to this plant in your own sweet, gentle way, as though it's your buddy or your friend, like a friend who answered your question. Feel the magic that they add into your life to make it more comfortable. And now it's your turn to reciprocate that feeling. Living in this feeling of love is actually your purest state. This is how God created us, how He wanted us to feel, being in His image, surrounded by love, enveloped by love. This is how we expand our consciousness. Recognize this beautiful connection in all different forms, each one so unique, so different, yet so connected. Let us align to the frequencies of the universe. We are all vibrating beings. Today, we have learned this beautiful technique to connect. So pause, feel, and then connect. Each beautiful thing has so much to offer you, to engulf you in their love. Feel this boundaryless feeling, limitless, where there is no end. Feel the abundance that life has to offer. You are part of His creation. You are part of the magical existence. Feel this beautiful love energy vibrate from your being into your surroundings. I am present everywhere. I am in every being, living and non-living. As I am made in the image of the Creator. Bring this awareness into your daily life. Every day, every hour, every minute, until it becomes an automatic process and we feel aligned with the entire universe throughout the day and night. I thank my higher self for its guidance to the truth and love. And once again, I send love and light to every cell in my being. I can feel the infinite flow of love vibrating from my heart into my surroundings. I see the love overflowing like a fountain. I send love and light to all living and non-living. I send love and light to the sun, the moon, and the stars. Lastly, we close our aura once again. So repeat after me in your mind. To all uninvited influences, I send love and light. You are whole, healed, and healthy. You were created of love and light. You are still love and light. You each have a perfect place to be, where there is no fear and there is no pain. I ask my higher self to take you there. Each of you go in peace. I close my aura to all except my higher self. I send love and gratitude to all my masters who have guided me step by step into this beautiful world within. Slowly, feel the space around you. And you may stretch your toes. Whenever you're ready, unclasp your fingers and gently put your palms on your eyes. Within your palms, open your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And when you're ready, take a sip of water and feel the love resonate around you. I am whole, complete, and perfect. And so is everything around me. With a heart full of gratitude and a big smile, thank you. You may open your eyes.
Thank you. Slowly, gently, such a melodious guidance, and you connected to the whole entire universe. Truly, it was that meditation. I just felt connected to everything beyond Earth. And it was our fear from unknown that was keeping us away from that experience. Just loved it. Thank you. Energy is saying that can feel the fountain of love. Beautifully, you just reminded that everything is love and made in the image of God. So whatever you do, just see from that point of time, from that understanding, that feeling, what you feel in yourself now is everywhere. Thank you. Anybody would like to share, speak?
I think everyone is in a pause. I think the vibration is felt when you are in the quiet period. Yeah, it's just lovely.
Thank you. We all feel so much quiet after this practice. These practices are really very powerful in taking us to our core. So we are at our core. We are. It's just like being in the center of the wheel. There is no movement there, right? That's what we are. So every time we do a practice from unified, it takes us there, and that's very nice thing to have over
Even during the
time.
week also, I feel like it's more quiet these days.
Yeah. Yeah, over time we will develop this or rather train ourselves to be in that state all the time, being in this centered state all the time. And just imagine how peaceful everything will be at that in that state. Right now we have to sit and close our eyes, and then someone has to guide us through to that point, or some of us are already do that by a specific practice, but over time this will become our state. It will naturally be our state, being centered. So it's a lovely thing. I'll request if there is anyone having any questions or any experiences that they want to share, please come forward. You can raise your hand, and you can unmute yourself and speak as well. Just don't go to sleep yet.
Today I got connected with a star. It was a beautiful experience.
Babaji
So
is on top of the universe, you can see, amidst all the
Yeah.
stars.
yeah, we are already connected. The only thing that we need to do is bring our awareness there. Connection is already there. When we bring our awareness, we just pop out at that spot, essentially.
So it is so
Yeah.
connected, the receiving, listening, and the change in our vibration. As we meet people, right, we recognize it. But with plants or trees, and as I said, with star, as I was centering in my heart, feeling love and then exchanging love, it was getting intense. It was changing. And I just knew to communicate further, I just need a little more quiet time. But I established that known connection today. And I asked simple question, how do I look from there? Then I got a glimpse of a shining star, and then it just went away. So as Shailesh, you mentioned that it's like our smile, it comes and goes away. It was like that feeling. For us, you are like that fraction of that second. You come and go, it's that quick. And for now, because I just asked, how do I look from there? It was just a glimpse, like coming and going. Then it was at least acknowledgement that yes, we connect and we can talk.
Just like we tune into the I don't know how many people use a radio anymore, but if some of you remember your experience of using a radio, maybe sometimes in the car you tune in to a radio station, right? So when you want to listen to a specific thing, you tune into a specific station, right? So how does this mechanism work? You are changing the frequency inside the radio so that it matches the frequency of the station which is broadcasting. Then only the communication happens. When the two frequencies are same, then the signal passes. So it is exactly like that for us. We have to tune ourselves. So our mechanism of tuning is our awareness. We use our awareness to tune into something specific to be able to communicate, like we are doing right now with the plant, or like Preeti was doing with a star. You can do it with anything in existence, and you just have to tune into that frequency. You don't have to know the frequency. You just turn up your awareness, dial up your awareness to that, and that's it. You don't need to
I think
know what, yeah,
I think they invite. I think that's how
yeah,
we connect. It's that
yeah,
words written in that paragraph where when you are aware of yourself, then you feel, you know that everything else is impacting you, is connected with you. And so out of the wild, when I went out, it was very dark and a lot of stars were visible. Which one to connect? I don't know. I didn't had any intention. I was just watching, gazing everything around. But one caught my attention. And little bit talk I did, and it was a joyful time. What I understand from here, I just said that, and it's a beautiful experience, though.
yeah. Whenever you announce your intention, that message goes through the universe, and the one who is ready to communicate with you will respond. That's the kind of thing that happens. But we just need to remember this, tuning the frequency part of it, right? Tuning the frequency part is the most critical element of communication. Any communication, you are speaking to me, for example, we have to be at the same frequency to understand each other, right? If we are not at the same frequency, you can actually say the whole Ramayana and I will still ask you the question, who was Ram, right? Because I am not at that frequency. So that is important in terms of establishing a proper communication, right? And that it so happens that both parties have to adjust their frequencies. The two who are communicating both have to adjust frequencies. Then the communication happens. And actually the communication happens at the point of resonance. When the frequencies are same, the really what happens is resonance. Resonance removes the barriers. They become one actually. When the frequency is same, you become one with that. So I will extend a little bit this information into what Jayaji was saying today about communicating with the pet. Right? Pet wants her attention. Your children, they have been wanting your attention. Maybe your spouse. Your spouse must be wanting attention, right? You sit there in that YouTube video for 3 hours and you don't give me food, you don't do this for me, you spend all your time there, right? This is basically asking for attention, asking for your time. So once I was listening to a very profound lecture by a Buddhist monk. This is a female Buddhist monk. And she delivered a lecture in Singapore, and that lecture is on YouTube, and I was listening to that. So I was listening to that, and that lecture was so enlightening for me. She talked about the mind, how mind works, and so on. But in that also she talked about the virtues. In Buddhism, they have talked about virtues that we are coming here to perfect in our being. There are certain qualities we are trying to perfect. Now, she also talked about seva, service, right? So, when she talked about service, she said that the best form of service that we can do is give our time to someone. And she said, in the West, nobody ever does this. But in the East, people do this. They just would go and sit with somebody and listen. She said that this is the highest form of service. To be able to sit with somebody and give them your ear. Why? Later on, I was doing my own analysis. Think about what is your most expensive resource, most valuable resource that we all have. It is time. Everything else is a product of time. Everything else that you create, money, you create using your time, right? But we tend to give more value to the money rather than our time. We don't even bother about our time. We can sit in front of the TV and watch all kinds of nonsense for hours, not being aware that I am wasting a very valuable resource. So that time converts into anything else that you can think of, anything else of value. Say, for example, you want to give a gift to somebody. That gift is an outcome of time. Somebody spent time to create it. Somebody spent time to pay for it. All that is a product of time. So time is our most valuable resource that we have. And when you give that to somebody without questioning, without conditions, they feel satisfied. And that they could be animal, a plant, your automobile, anything, people, of course. So the highest form of service that this monk mentioned in that lecture was that giving your time, a patient hearing. You sit with somebody, give them a patient hearing. Through Osho's lectures also, one example I found was exactly about the same thing. There was a guy who was walking on the street and he saw a beggar. And the beggar, when he saw the beggar, he started searching in his pockets. He found no money there. So then he sat there by the side of the beggar and said, brother, I have no money to pay to you, but I can be here with you. Next time when I come, I will bring something for you. You know what the beggar said? The beggar said, I don't want anything from you. You called me brother, that is more than enough. You sat holding my hand. Nobody has ever held my hand. You sat here holding my hand. That is the biggest thing I have ever received. That is the value of being able to patiently give our time to somebody. They appreciate. We think they will not appreciate. It's our block that because we see everything in terms of money. But the existence thinks differently. It takes things differently. And we need to expand our awareness to that aspect of it. Our being. We are love. We all are love. And that love is felt through these gestures of being available to somebody. Right? And why do they do that? Now the question is, why do they all demand your time? They are here to help you, actually. That demand comes from others to help you, get you out of your mindset of poorness. I have no time. I have so many things to do. I have no time. That I have no time is a reflection of your mindset of paucity. I am less. I don't have enough. Right? That is what they are reminding you about. When you begin to feel that, well, everything else will wait, let me take care of this one, right? I have enough time to complete everything. I can do them one after the other. Change your thinking. Never ever say I have no time. Then you will begin to have time. Time can be created. You can see it practically by practicing such a thing. Come out of that mindset of paucity. That will bring abundance. You will have abundant time, unlimited time. Right? So that's where I wanted to bring your awareness to today. When she talked about it, all that triggered my thinking on this topic. The most valuable asset that we have is time. and actually through time they are demanding our attention, awareness. That as long as in your heart you are connected, they won't demand your time anymore. They will just feel you automatically. Then you can use your time for whatever you want, but in your heart you will be connected. That connection is what they are looking for. So just bring your awareness to this. Be aware that I have abundance of time. I can give my time to my plant. I can give my time to this, that, whatever. So that's what I wanted to say. Thank you. All of you can relate to this, hopefully.
So when we have special occasions, I go to meet family members or cousins or friends, and many times they say thank you that you made the effort to meet. And I always say, you are worth it. You are worth my time. Without realizing that that has so much in the words. Yeah. Also, when we lost our father very young, and my mom sat with us, me and my sister, and she said, do you want more money? If I work outside, I will earn more. Or do you want me? There will be times when there will be less, or you will not get a lot of stuff that your friends have. And we both sat together. I was 8 and she was 5. And we said, we want you. We want your time. So a lot of the moments, she would be doing her own thing, and we would be sitting and finishing our homework or something. But we knew she was there. Her presence made it all that mattered. So time is a beautiful gift. But if you haven't given yourself time, you cannot give it to others. Like a lit candle can light other candles. If your jyot is not lit, you cannot pass it on.
Yes.
Yeah. So through this course, first they helped us light our candle, and then wherever we go, that light is spreading to
Right.
things around us, to people around us.
Yes. Exactly. This is expansion of consciousness. Right? That's
So
what this is.
beautiful, right? Like we go with the perception that, oh, why to waste time? Why we go with that mindset when we are just casually going somewhere for some invite. And today just clicked that, you're always with yourself. You're investing your time to yourself. See your judgment. See what's coming in from inside. They are those moments. So giving value to that person, that you are worth of my time, that you said, is so beautiful. We
Yeah.
need to carry it all the time in our eyes.
And be confident in your heart that time is abundant. It is unlimited. Think about it. It is actually, I can prove it to you, it's unlimited. Because you are a soul. And soul has no beginning, no end. There is no time. And for a soul, time is of no essence, no value. For a soul, experience is more important at that level. And by giving your time to somebody, if your experiences are filled with love, they are rich with God's qualities, imagine how much you are making. You are actually enriching yourself.
Jayaji mentioned today while you're sharing that plants are non-judgmental. How good we feel when we sit beside them. We feel like going out in the nature. The whole nature is that. So it is that when you value your time, you value who you are. And when you trust that if you are non-judgmental, you're not never losing your time, you're spending time with love. It's so connected. It's getting deeper
Yeah.
as we are talking. It's connecting deeper.
So
How
I
many
hope
times we
everyone is
tell our
clear.
child that don't waste your time.
Yeah, that knowing, don't waste your time, is important at a certain point in time in life, for sure. Yes, it makes sense from a different perspective. At that moment, there is a meaning for it, and that's okay. All I'm saying is now with your maturity, your own development into a spiritual being, think about time differently now. You can, and that's the key to your abundance, actually. That is the key to your, once you are able to um, put that key in your head, you will open up the floodgate of abundance.
It's like understanding time with respect to time. So even in our spiritual journey, there are times when you need to sit, you need to integrate, and then there are times when you want to go and experiment, go out and experiment. So it's so um, deeply connected, understanding what I am doing, where I'm doing, where my awareness is, will tell us more about ourselves.
Give yourself the gift of time.
Actually, I just would like to share because olden days when we had joint families, I think there was always someone to listen to each other. But now that we have become nuclear families, once children are educated, they leave the parents and go. Then the parents, till then they were earning, they are busy in their life trying to meet the needs of the children. So once they retire, they have no one to talk or listen to. And nowadays, everything is a concrete jungle. There are no gardens, no, nature around them. So as age catches, they, I think, age much faster because they have no one to talk. Ultimately, it's the old age home, where again they are isolated. So many times when you go to old age home, they are so happy to meet you and talk, when you show that you would like to talk to them, they would like to let out all their emotions of all that happened from their young days because they had never had a chance to speak of it because whole life was like a, you know, continuous routine that I kept on going with the children and things growing and stuff. And before there was always nature, the fields and the garden. They had a large plot of land. Now, when the homes are built with lot of greenery and places to walk, go and sit under the tree. Many of them are so much benefited by the atmosphere that's created, not knowingly or this thing. But I always felt old age is a second childhood, which longs for company and wants that hearing, someone to converse with them, console them, that they have done their best, and. So similarly with the nature, I think once they learn to sit and spend time, I was so surprised at the beautiful video Nehaji put about the music of the plants. It's unbelievable. One should have that silence of the mind to listen to that music actually. You know.
Ah,
So
that's
that
how beautiful. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So there's lot of time that we can spend, in being of
Yes.
help to things.
Correct.
So
The thing that now as we are now learning more about our existence, we need to also understand that as the time is changing, as um, the social patterns are changing, what is actually happening? We are, let's say, 200, 300 years ago, we were
yeah,
still in that stage where humans were learning about physicality, the body.
yeah,
We were training the inner self, the one who was living in the body, was experiencing all aspects of physicality, the body.
yeah,
Now we are transitioning into the next level, which is the mind. Now the one inside is experiencing. Now it is done with the physicality, almost, I would say, right? Now it is experiencing the mind and wants to experience the mind in all aspects of it. This is spiritual journey. So as we are maturing now, we need to begin to see the beautiful side of becoming old, becoming isolated from your children. It's a blessing. Why? Because now you are having that luxury of time to yourself, and you have the opportunity to fulfill all that you wanted always, that you could not do because you didn't have time. Now is the time. Each one of us can do, but unfortunately what is happening, and this is part of our education, right? The learning, the experience of the mind, this is part of that we never prepared ourselves for this state,
Exactly.
right? We never prepared ourselves. So as we were growing up, we were so busy looking after everything that isolation feels bad. Oh my God, I need a companion, right? And we tend to forget that everything is my companion. Nothing has left me. Nothing is gone. We perceive it as gone. Why? Because we are stuck to the physical existence. So this is the learning happening now. Now move from physical existence of your children who have gone abroad. Move from the physical existence to mental existence. Connect with them through your heart. If you are able to connect yourself with them through your heart, they will never feel, neither they nor you will never feel separated. That is the connection we are now learning. This is the training we are going through. So this to me is an opportunity. It's a blessing. Wow, fantastic. I now have the luxury of time.
Yes,
I
Shailashi,
have,
the problem, their physical health is not that good actually. That's the main problem I find most of the
hmm,
old people. They are not able to sort of support the other
that's
person, even if they are there together. Either the
this.
husband is to help the wife, or the wife has already fallen and had fracture. That disabilities are more physical than just having this thing. That's what I felt wherever I went and saw.
Okay.
You know,
So yeah, this is your observation, but bring your awareness to the other aspect of it.
yeah, I fully agree with you.
We have to go beyond the physicality. They have to learn to also, right? Phy- I am living with severe physical disabilities. I have probably mentioned it several times, and I am managing myself, right? So the experience doesn't have, you don't have to be pitiful about yourself. We have gone above the physicality. We have learned all aspects of it. These are final phases of our learning, and we are now learning about it. So learn, but continue to develop here as well, because that's the next level we are all working on, the mind. And um, if you listen to the podcast that we published yesterday, you will know more about your mind, how you are connected to the infinite.
And the purpose of
That
human
is,
life is that, right? So every
yeah,
change is bringing our awareness to that point. And then we don't embrace it. The change feels fearful
yes.
initially, but actually the preparation of life is missing in all life. It's not just one person selected. We have been living mechanically, I would say. It takes a dare to do something different.
The challenges that we face, physical challenges, we face them only to get us over our fears. We have to take every challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. We grow against challenges only. There is no other way to grow. And each time you overcome one fear, you have won a battle. Every time. You got to try it one day. I prepare my breakfast. After this session, I go and prepare my breakfast, standing on crutches. My hands are stuck to the crutches and I still prepare my dosa. And I never feel pity on myself. I feel good. Yeah, how delicious this dosa is coming out to be. I will sit and enjoy. That is what we have to develop within us. Challenges are only meant to teach us. That's all they are for. And if we are able to overcome that, we will come out of that misery, the pity. That aspect we have to come out. We have to change our frequency. And that's what this course is about. Feeling
Even the
that
kid
love.
stays with parents, there are another challenges. So I know
Ah,
many elder kids, like what they do, they do what they can do from far, from abroad, what help they can bring, and then we attract people to get help with our frequency, with our own perception of life. Somebody very loving would come and take care of you with love. Not even like your daughter-in-law will take care that way, because she has her own life and everybody's working these days. Nobody's sitting at home, and it's the change. We all are trying to know ourselves, so exploring different things, right? So even the situation remains the same. We are working 9 to 5. Even after that, parents are still alone. We are not taking care of them the way it used to happen before. And
yeah,
because of that change.
and those times were different. The needs were different. Social environment was different, right? Facilities were different. And today it's different. Now, we have to also remember, we are setting an example for our next generation as well. So if we show them that, oh, I am so miserable without you, I need you all around me, I need help from you at every step of my life, they are going to put this in their head, and when they grow old, they will be in that mode only. Their old age will become miserable too. But if we set the right example, well, okay, oh, aging is part of the process. It's another way of living. I'm living this way and experiencing. It may be challenging to somebody, not to me. I am happy. I am learning about things in this way also. That has to change. Our thought has to change. And when we do that, we are going to ease things for our next generation. They will begin to see old age as a graceful period of life. Graceful means filled with grace. That's where we are. At least I can say I am old, so I can say that I am experiencing it. We are all living in grace. And it's up to us how we take it, right? It's up to us. Like the same dish I give to two people, one would say, wow, so delicious. Another will say, you could have done, a little more salt and little less spice, and they will figure out how to find problems with this dish. So the two are two different people. And we have to see what we want to become.
Just
So
like
we,
Jayaji mentioned, right? So if there was a family which was not in harmony and she started sending love and it changed, that shows the connection. So
ah,
whether we live together or apart, our connection is with our heart. That's what Babaji is
exactly.
teaching. This is the
Ah,
solution to everything. Whatever you are struggling, just fill that space with love and
ah,
try. Nobody's going to tell us how. We would know because love knows itself. We will know what to do, how to express, how to fill that gap where there is fear and doubts.
yeah. So,
I had met somebody who's like my friend's father-in-law had come from India and he had recently lost his wife that time. So I told him, Uncle Ji, it's nice, right? You have a change. He said, no, I'm ready to go back. I told him, why? I mean, your family is here, your children are here, your grandchildren are here. He's like, there's so much I can do with my time. Like, I go and help in different places. There's so many people who want to listen. I'm there to listen to them. And I'm very busy from morning to night. By the time I come home, I feel so satisfied. I have such a complete life. I mean, I got to do something with it. That's why God made me human. He gave me understanding, He gave me knowledge. I'm going to use it. So I thought that's such a beautiful way of thinking, that if you feel some people need your time, give it. They need an ear to listen, listen. So
Yeah.
when you do that, you come back. I was always told, do you give your energy to them or do you take their negative energy? So your powerful energy, your positive energy should be so powerful that it overcomes their energy. You are able to spread your joy, your love, your presence, your time to them and not bring their pain back with you.
Mm.
Because if you bring the pain, you experience the pain. God
Yes.
gave you
Yeah.
the you are the instrument being used by the universe for that person. You're only being the instrument.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
so help them connect with the universe and then move aside. So whenever I hear somebody's pain, I said, God, you heard right, the universe, you heard right. Now it's time for you to solve it. Help that person out, give them the strength, give them the energy, but I don't take it into myself. Because then that causes tumor, causes cyst, causes pain, causes discomfort. Yeah.
Right. So the other beautiful aspect of aging process is that we learn to slow down. It's a very beautiful outcome. Trust me. It's so just like food is delicious, this is the delicious part of life. Slowing down. Slowing down is you are winning the battle against time. You are constantly, all your life, you have been battling against time. And when you begin to slow down, you are actually telling time, well, okay, thank you for all that you did for me. No more. Now I decide what to do. I am slowing down. I will take my time to do what I want to do. I decide. And you will begin to see how much time you will get. Nothing will be left undone. You will still be able to do everything that you want to do. Slowing down helps you associate with everything around you. Your consciousness is much more stable. Your awareness is much more stable. When you are running, your awareness is not able to catch up with the change happening around you. So remember that slowing down is the biggest benefit of aging process.
Can I
And
say
it's,
something,
yeah,
Shalini?
sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About children, I realized when my children left for university, it was so liberating because I had so much time for myself and didn't miss them at all. I didn't have the empty nest syndrome and I still don't miss them actually. I just feel them. Every time I want them, they come in my thoughts and if I can make a phone call, talk to them, that's enough for me. They are enjoying their life at their end.
Yeah.
I'm able with this time, I'm able to do so much, learn about
Yes.
myself, do a course like this, expand my awareness, evolve myself. I'm not, I feel even if there is a problem, I don't expect them to come running. I feel I will get the assistance from wherever to come
Yeah.
about that
Yeah.
situation. So, and Khalil Gibran has very beautifully said that the children don't belong to us, although they come through us. They are not ours. So, and
Exactly.
because we have these expectations, we get disappointed that, they should be there and we are going to fall and break. And so, if those are the thoughts, even when we see people around like that suffering because of that, if those are the thoughts we are taking in of pity and pain of theirs, then we will also experience those kind of things in our life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and another thing about resonance, which we were talking, I was just thinking, see, love is the common thing. It's created. We all are created with love, and we all have the qualities of God. So, love is a frequency. So, when we want to communicate with somebody, isn't it enough to just be in a state of love and in the qualities of God? Isn't that just enough?
Yes. It's absolutely enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you are in that state, actually, when you are deeply in that state, your connection has actually multiplied significantly. Then separation doesn't exist. And when there
Yes.
is no separation, who do you communicate with? You simply
Yeah.
feel yourself. That's it.
Right, right.
Right? Yeah.
So that was the
That's
question.
very,
Yeah. So then you don't have, it is effortless then, right? So you
yeah.
just have to align with those qualities of yours and feel them every moment. And then there is no need to make that special, go into quiet periods or anything. Every moment you're communicating with everybody.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So your stability in the heart space increases. The more you stay there, the more you will expand your awareness, your consciousness, right? And that practice eventually will lead to a state where uh, all 24 hours you are in that state anyway. All the time you are in
You
that
don't
state.
even feel like clearing your aura, even though you go out, you meet people, just feel that calmness, that stillness, that just being state. Right? That is the state of being in unified field. While during the doing the research of this resonance and how Babaji is making it available to us so that we can sustain it, I found that how does this feel like being in that unified field? Then I realized the other day I was communicating with the plant in the session only. I started communicating. I didn't even clear the aura and did anything. Then it was a reminder, this is how you have to live. You don't have to think, remember, and clear your aura. Just have to be in that state all the time and you will be communicating so
Actually, all those
genuinely.
things were there initially to get into that field. So once you
Ah,
get into that field,
yeah,
then it doesn't, then it becomes you. So then you don't have to do it.
Right.
exactly.
If you
Yes.
remember, Shailesh has mentioned this many times while we were learning about clearing the aura, and there he says it is just a reminder for you to come in your heart space and radiate love. And I heard the same thing in the audio that we had the content and we wanted to create an audio for that. So it got all those beautiful points we have been discussing, and it was so connecting. Um, and how I wanted to know how does it feel? How does it feel? And I found that okay, if you are like this, wherever you go, if you're not hurried or if you're not in the state of doubt or just being straight, just as it is, you are feeling whole. That's how you have to be. And then I noticed that nothing takes any effort. Everything you can do easily. Things come is in front of you. Anything that needs your attention is there, waiting for you actually. And you just have to be there. And the work that used to take long time is now just casually it happens without
It's
any
effortless.
effort. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. When you are really in your heart space, there are tests that you will do. Last night, for example, when I woke up in the middle of the night, I woke up to go to the washroom. So the first thing I usually do is put my hand on the bed switch to turn on the light, switch on the light, right? Last night when I put my hand on the bed switch, it communicated with me. It gave me the feeling of comfort, and that, like, I just, it's difficult to explain, but my hand communicated to me. It told me, I was so grateful. I said thank you for being there to help me do what I want to do. And then I switched on the light and did whatever, but that, even in my sleep, that state persisted, right? I was in very deep sleep at that time. And in fact, I sleep just like babies. You can shake me, do whatever, I won't get up. That's how deep my sleep is. But in the sleep, being in that state means what? That means you are now vibrating in that frequency, right? So when you are your total existence is vibrating in that frequency, it will not leave you. You will remain in that state automatically. That is where all of you can actually go. All of you can be in that state.
But I think in the sleep, we must be in that state because there are no thoughts. And if we sleep
Uh,
with good thoughts,
we are,
like,
if we are,
Not
our day is
necessarily.
that way, then right? If
no,
we
if
See,
we
are
sleep with
in
good thoughts,
pain,
like,
mm,
yeah, with like our Babaji's affirmations, if
yes,
we
yes,
sleep with that, then
yeah, yeah.
we'll be in that state.
Yes, unified participants have a different scenario, but in general, in general, that is a difference. There is a different thing, right? So
I
participants
mean,
of
before and
unified,
after we
yes.
can just realize, right? Like before, it was not that feeling of love. It was just a casual feeling. Just like Jayaji said, waking up and wearing your slipper to go to the restroom and then come back. Now you see that light is finding me. It knows that you are connected. It knows that, okay, I'm available, and you feel that difference in the touch. I had felt once with my dough when I was kneading and I was just letting it rest. The last touch of letting it rest was, maybe I was like about to go to wash my hands. My awareness was there, but that pulled my attention there. That thank you, I'm here. I felt a gentle touch, not touch, but the feeling from the dough. Touch was already there, but
Yeah.
it was like somebody holding your hand, and you feel that it was like that. So that the dough was touching me.
Yeah. Life is filled with these pleasures, these little things, they just fill you with love automatically. When we are in that state. So it's basically resonance, right? If I am in that state, everything will come to that frequency to give me that experience.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I like the way you said old age is so beautiful, actually. It's so slow, it's like pausing, and I feel it's magical. There's so much you can take in, and you start
Yeah.
appreciating things even more at this stage.
Yes. And it's up to us what we make
Yeah.
of it, right? We can make it a miserable experience or we can make it a beautiful experience. It's up to us.
But then what are these tools for if we are not, if we are still making it miserable for us?
Yes. So we this is part of our learning and growth, right? This is what we are doing, learning. How do we make this same very life much more pleasurable and beautiful? And we can all do it. Like you have all gone through the course so far, and you've seen that there is nothing extraordinary that we are required to do, right? It's all normal routine thing.
And you have to
We
just
are
ask, yeah, you have
uh,
to just ask yourself, do you want to feel this miserable? It is not the truth. And you're unnecessarily giving that misery a lot of energy. Do you really want to feel it? And the minute you decide you don't want to feel it, it just goes
yeah.
away.
Mm.
I,
Yes.
as a child, to my mother, I do the same thing. Some days I will strongly remember her, and she had gone through accidents, and so she was recovering. And then some days I know she needs me. Then I may not be able to call her, but then I will do the same thing. I will send her love, and after next day, maybe I will call, and then I'll listen. That I'll hear that she was looking for something and how things got better for her. Some kind of support came, some kind of help came. So I was like, okay, this is how it works. So everything is taken care. We just have to bring our awareness and fill it with love, not with the gaps, but what is not there. But what actually works is what Babaji is making us experience so that we can trust. We can tell about him that, yeah, my nature is love. I am that. But we cannot experience it until unless we give it a try. We experiment with different situations and people, conditions, all that. So part two was all
Yeah.
a great preparation for this particular week. So very, very depth it has.
Excellent. Okay, so anything else anybody would like to? We've really talked the deeper aspects of this chapter actually about the consciousness. This is all related to knowing the consciousness. Yeah. So if there is
I
something
could
else
hear
anybody would
Jayaji
like.
and I could just say that how enlightened she is and how lively she's been living her life. When I was in Hong Kong, she was sitting in a corner, but her eyes were sharp all the time, listening and paying attention and even silently reciprocating that, yes, I'm here. So, Jayaji, I should let you know that as Shailesh was about to be there to talk and communicate, and he's the best. So I was not at all prepared, but whatever happened that day was still a memory for me because that is how it maybe had to happen. It was wonderful experience.
I think when we meet enlightened beings, we meet people who have realized themselves. I feel like I've come home, like I know you from the past, and that aha moment feels that I'm home. That feeling is there. Also, when we were little, my mom used to take us to satsang, and we didn't understand Hindi. We didn't speak Hindi, and the whole satsang was in Hindi. And Mama told me, just sit down, just don't do anything. She'd give me a pen and a paper. You draw, you do whatever you want, and just be there. Then my guru said, can you learn a bhajan? So, but when you learn the bhajan, I don't want you to just sing. I want you to know the meaning. Otherwise, don't sing the bhajan. So, because of that, you learn the meaning. Then they said, now you write a letter and read it out. So I read the letter in English. So they told me I don't understand English. So next time you write it in Hindi. So when I write, I want to tell them a story. I want to tell them something with a moral. So I have to write it in Devanagari to understand it. And then they would ask me, did you understand the story? What was the meaning again? And being a little kid, you'd explain. And then once when I was singing a bhajan, they did like that to everyone that stopped singing. I thought, wow, I sing so well. My mama was like, no, your tune was so off that they didn't allow anyone to follow you. Uh, I felt so enveloped in their love that slowly you learn the language, you learn the stories, you learn. And they very often said, who was aware the whole day? So, who lost their balance? So, at that time, as a little kid, I was like, I was aware the whole day. And later on, I asked my mom, what does that mean to be aware the whole day? So, she said, when you drink water, feel the water going inside you. When you eat food, enjoy every bite. When you're taking shower, be there. Enjoy the coolness of the water. And whenever you're using the soap, feel the soap cleansing you. So you are in the moment, means you are aware. You are in the present, that means you're aware. So if somebody is talking to you and you are listening 100%, that means you're there. So I would watch everyone do it, but now as you go through the class, you're like, aha, that's what I did. Yeah. So it feels very, yeah, one thing is coming back.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely start of the day for me. And you have a sweet sleep. Sandhya ji, you
We
want
are
to say something?
since we are discussing about plants and all, has anyone ever actually touched the rocks or walked on grass or on the sand with bare feet? That somehow gives me an awesome feel,
Yeah.
especially the grass when it's just slightly, with dew. And Samu had this weird, I call it weird habit. Any place near the rocks where I find a, what we call it, a spring or a brook rustling by, I happily sit no matter what attire I am in. I've sat up in a sari also down on the rock. We touch the rock. Some of this rock vibrates. I don't know how you felt that. This is just a fun aspect. I have this odd habit of just picking up rocks from everywhere. And they can be just tiny things which I carry. So even from the Himalayas, I've gotten like 5-6 kilos of rocks, and I pay extra for that too. They are my rocks. Okay, anyway. My daughter does the same. So she had gone to Leh Ladakh and I was in Sikkim, and we picked up rocks. And then so oddly, and one fine day, that day, I mean, in India, we have this staggered holidays, depending on the factory, if it's an all-round factory or rather which works 24 hours, depending on where your factory is, you have these staggered holidays. So my husband was at home on a Friday, and he had taken out all the rocks, and the entire living room was across the entire thing. There were lines of rocks. And then he says, do you realize the Scottish Highland rock, I mean, the pink marble is the same as the Jaipur pink marble, is the same as. I was like, wow. So there is not only connectedness, what we feel, there's actual connectedness in the physical things too. So, once you go into that, then that's why I was like, okay, I'm made of the same stuff which stars are made of. And that gave me a great high. So, I know this is a famous, Carl Sagan.
Sandhya ji,
Anji?
even I collect rocks. Everywhere I go, I'm picking up.
Okay, yeah. Your husband doesn't scream. My husband screams bloody murder, but anyway, because I have to pay for the rocks. That's a bit too much. Anyway. And then, but since they are same, that is fascinating. Of course, I do understand that pink marble is a metamorphic rock, so it has to have all the same components and all that. But yet, you pick up something from some weird place on Earth, and it's exactly the same as the rock you found in Rajasthan or in the Thar Desert. It's fun.
Yeah. Yes.
Did
So,
you
Sandhya
read
ji,
Neha ji's comment? All rock stars are here.
My son is also one of them. He will be coloring, his bag will be filled with patthar. Literally patthar.
yes. So basically, more important than the rock is the value that I assign to that rock. So what that rock means to me is different from what that rock means to you. Understand that. And that's what we are learning from all this. Right? When you feel like bringing rocks, that's what
Permanence.
that's part of your experience. That, well, okay, this is how I see it. Right? And it's
Yeah.
all beautiful. It's so beautiful when you start going beyond the social norms. That feeling is so good. So if you are, let's say you are walking on the road and there is a grass patch on the side of the road, your feeling will be different than when you start walking on the grass itself. That feeling is different, right? And now you don't own the grass, right? But when you think about it, like when you start walking on the grass, you begin to feel the aroma of the grass, which you were not able to feel as walking on the road. Right? That grass expresses its joy through that scent it gives you. It is so fulfilling and refreshing. Right? This is how nature communicates with us. Every little thing is so beautiful. My most recent experience of this was like about a month ago. I went on a weekend trip to a place about something like 450 kilometers away from here. So we were driving essentially, and during summers here, wild flowers grow on both sides of the road. and they are so colorful and so beautiful, I can't explain. At least this was the first time that I appreciated their beauty. Actually appreciated. Since I was not driving, I was sitting, I was just watching them and saw them dancing on both sides of the road. I felt like welcomed. They are welcoming me in their space. And all along the 450 kilometers while going and coming back, that was what I was connected with, the beauty of the flowers. So the nature
They
is
are also
abundant.
messengers. The same flower will give you different messages at different time. When you are with
Yes.
somebody very special you love, and then
Hmm.
you see the same thing, it means different. When you are a little bit off, it's trying to bring you to your heart center.
Yeah.
So these are all has to be, recognized.
They are forms of communication. This is also part of the communication. They are inviting you.
What, what do cacti say to you?
Um,
I had a lot
Today,
of them.
yeah, today
I
they are
have,
different.
no, I have a lot of them in my house,
Hmm.
and I love them, and they love
Yes.
me back, I think,
Yeah, they
because they
are.
bloom too. And then
They.
somehow I find it very too much of resilience. I look at,
Hmm.
so for me, rocks is permanence, cacti is resilience,
Yeah.
and infinite. So, as my daughter calls it, I have a tropical forest on the windowsill. You just and oh, that's another thing. Since we are talking about just connecting to nature, if you put all the citrus fruits, I just have only in one gamela. I put all sweet lime, the oranges, as well as lime, lemon seeds, and it's become like a mini orchard.
Yeah.
The best thing is somehow they attract butterflies. So the entire life cycle of butterflies, every 3-4 months, I'm like, wow, there you are, another one. And then next to it is a chikuka plant. And these are bonsai. And I actually ate, I get Sharifah's what, okay, custard apple and pomegranates from these small bonsai plants. Pomegranates are very sour, but the custard apple is awesomely sweet. So even these mini plants give you lots of fruits, and they show you the love through butterflies and moths too. So
How
it's,
many are
Yes.
but
they? Like how tall are they?
oh, you have the mame bonsai are just between 6 and 8 inches tall. So they are called the mame bonsai. They don't give anything. But what I have are the large bonsai. So they're up to 2 feet tall. They
Two
give
feet
me fruit.
only.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I want to go down
wow.
and once I was thinking, let's go down and put them in the society area. Then I said, they don't grow tall. Once they have like adapted to the small pot, they don't grow tall. So then I thought maybe kids will just, break them or like all the flowers and fruits. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Wow.
So
Something
beautiful.
new I came to know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Nature is amazing,
Because
actually.
even the
nature is
bonsai, that technology was not very much appreciated as it was evolving. I remember 20 years back. But then I'm happy to hear and the experiences you are sharing.
Oh, my husband still calls it every day he gets up. If I every day hit you on the head with a stick and don't let you grow, what will happen? And I'm like, oh dear, my bonsai. So in a way, yeah. So that's one side of it, which I do understand.
You see, here
Then
also resilience is the message. Resilience, they survive, right? I mean, so beautiful. When I came to this place I live in, it's full of desert and all the cactus, and even the trees are like bushes and all that. I used to feel so off, like I was never able to connect before. But then when the spring comes, it's so beautiful. All the branches are like just flowers, flowers, flowers. Then slowly I learned so many lessons from them. I started seeing their beauty. They have beautiful botanical garden here with lots of different cactus. So I started going there, visiting. First time I went, I felt, what is the beauty here? My native place is much better. That's more green. But then I had to adapt to this taste and I started seeing the beauty and felt home.
In the eyes of the beholder.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Yeah. This the entire thing about cactus is again the mindset, right? Um, there are two things that I know about cactus from the social patterns. One thing is that some people say you should not have a cactus at home, it is not good energy, whatever, right? That sort of a thing. Second thing is cactus have thorns, and I have experienced them a lot, that it's difficult to get rid of that, right? That these are the two experiences that make you feel uncomfortable with them. So for the longest time, that's what I had. But then I started doing this, propagation of things. That's what changed everything. When you start seeing, even, I mean, like they say, the donkey's baby is also as sweet. Right?
Oh,
So same thing with these plants. It doesn't matter what the plant is. When you see it grow, that experience changes all your opinions, and all that people are saying doesn't matter then anymore. Yeah. So good. Thank you. Okay. So we will bring this session to a close now. I hope all of you have enjoyed and loved this communicating and expansion of consciousness, understanding consciousness. And the next week we will go into the next chapter further. And this week, please do continue your practice. There's 4 more days. Tomorrow we will meet for question answers. If there is anything that is not clear, we definitely will talk about it. Okay?
Sandhya ji, you do communicate with your rocks. You will get messages. And your bonsai too.
Anna will communicate with her rocks and will exchange notes on the session, is it?
Maybe
No,
our rocks are related. Maybe our rocks are
no.
related.
Yeah,
So
that's a good one.
let me give you a suggestion. So Sandhya ji should communicate with Anna's rocks. Anna should communicate with Sandhya ji's rocks.
They're
That
related,
way.
just how Anna said. So they're related.
Right? Just
One
do
of
So
that.
them.
we become related.
So
It's
one
like
of
when
my
pets
my rocks my rocks may say, "Oh, my cousin is over there with Sandhya."
No. They will simply say Sandhya auntie, not say cousin or anything.
and how pet moms becomes friend. That's why I think Anna and I are friends. Look at it that way too.
Pet.
So rock moms, oh God, that sounds weird.
Rocks.
So today you guys are rocking. Wow, wonderful. Enjoy your experience for sure. Yeah. Great. Thank you, Masters.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.